So, good morning to all. I am going to talk about radiobiology. In this, mainly, I am going to cover how the radiation interact with the human body, and what is survival curve, and what is the biological effect of ionizing radiation, especially related to medicine. What is radiobiology? Radiobiology is a scientific discipline. It studies the effect of ionizing radiation on living systems, including cells, normal tissues, and malignant cells. It helps to understand the sequence of events and its nature after the exposure of ionizing radiation. Basically, it is concerned about biological damage, modification, and its repair. The radiobiological studies contribute to the development of medicine, especially radiotherapy, in many ways. What is the objective of this lecture? The lecture main objectives are to understand the radiobiological principle, which are very essential not only to predict the outcome but also use effectively a given radiation technique or procedures, to understand the radiation interactions with the tissue and cells, to understand the radiation damage of DNA, to study survival curves and its modifying agent, to know the biological effects of radiation. So, first we will see how the interaction of radiation is taking place with the cells. Radiation can damage cell and result in biological effects in a multicellular organism. Therefore, the study of radiation effect at cellular level is more useful to know about the radiation damage. You can see the figure in which the DNA double helical strand, how the radiation interaction is taking place. The time interval between the radiation exposure and the manifestation of biological effects can be divided into three stages, namely physical stage, chemical stage, biological stage. What is the physical stage? The physical stage refers to the interaction of charged particles and atoms and molecules of tissue. In this stage, the biomolecules absorbs radiations, undergoes ionization and excitation, and release electron. Secondary electron transfer this energy to the surrounding by further excitation, ionization, and thermal heating in the medium. Its duration is about 10⁻⁻⁷ seconds, and the deposition of energy is rapid and random. You can see in this diagram how the ionizing radiation deliver energy by interactions. The left hand side you can see direct action, that is, the radiation deposits energy directly to the DNA molecule, where the DNA can do the repair and retain its capability, or if the repair is not proper, it may lead to cell death and correspondingly mutation takes place. In an indirect action, the radiation delivers energy to the water molecules and produces radicals, H and OH radicals. These radicals interact further with the DNA and produces subsequent event. The whole process of radiation interaction can be divided into physical stage, pre-chemical stage, chemical stage, and biological stage, etc. In a chemical stage, the damaged atoms and molecules further react with the cellular component through the chemical reaction. Primary lesions are transferred into bioradicals, resulting in molecular aberrations. The structural changes include hydrogen bond leakage, molecular degradation, inter and intramolecular cross-linking. The duration of the above event is about 10 power minus 10 seconds. Biological change. The biological stage starts with the enzymatic reactions which act on the residual chemical damage. Cell death may lead to organ death that appears as clinical changes. The biological effect at cellular level include lethality, mitotic inhibition, division delay, chromosome aberration, and induction of mutations. These effects can create radiation sickness, resulting in delayed somatic effect in humans. Cell may take time to die and may undergo mitotic division before death. After the cell killing, compensatory cell proliferation occurs both in normal and tumor cells. At later time, late reactions appear in normal tissues. Mutation can occur in germ cells, somatic cells. The mutation germ cells may result in hereditary effect, whereas cancer induction is the outcome in somatic cells. What is direct and indirect action? Biological effect resulting from the direct action of radiation with the target site is called a direct action. That is, radiation interacting with the DNA molecule directly is called direct action. There are critical sites or target within the cells which must be damaged in order to kill the cells. DNA, RNA and proteins are the common critical target for radiation exposure. In a direct action, the radiation interact directly with the critical sites and create biological effect. It is a dominant process with high LET radiation such as alpha, neutron, etc. Alternatively, the radiation can interact with other molecules, example water, and forms free radicals. The interaction of free radicals with the critical sites may also result in biological effect, which is called indirect action. It is very well seen in the picture. The X-ray comes with the interact with the water and it produces H and OH radicals. These radicals further interact with the DNA molecule. What is the radiation damage to the DNA? DNA is the largest and most important molecule for radiation damage. Its damage gives rise to cell killing, carcinogenesis, and mutation. The radiation-induced lesions in the DNA can be repaired successfully. Radiation exposures to DNA gives two major effects, namely cross-linking, strand break. Cross-linking may be protein-protein cross-link, DNA-protein cross-link, intra-strand cross-link, inter-strand cross-link. Intra-strand cross-link is one in which cross-linking occurs between bases on the same strand. Example, formation of adjacent thymine dimers. Radiation exposure also causes DNA strand break due to loss of viscosity in DNA solutions, in addition to base change, and the DNA is degraded into smaller fragments. The strand breaks may be single strand break, double strand break. Double strand break, or in short DSP, is the most important damage in DNA after radiation exposure. The interaction of two DSP double strand break may lead to cell killing, carcinogenesis, and mutation. You can able to appreciate in the picture, the A tells you single strand break, B refer double strand break, C refers cross linking, and D refers rung breakage. Unstable aberrations may lead to cell death. If cells are exposed to radiation, double strand break occurs in chromosomes. The broken ends are sticky due to their unpaired bases. These broken ends may join with their original chromosome, fail to rejoin, that leads to aberrations, or rejoin with other broken ends. These aberrations may be chromatid or chromosome aberrations. Chromatid aberrations are due to irradiation of cells while they are in late interphase. The type of chromosome aberrations that are lethal to cells are dicentric, ring, anabase bridge. Dicentric and ring are called chromosome aberration. Anabase bridge is called chromatid aberration. The type of aberration that are not lethal to cells are symmetric translocation, small interstitial deletion. Two separate chromosomes undergo breaks at the early interphase. If the broken ends are close to each other, they get united illegitimately and replicated during the S phase. After the synthesis, a pair of sister chromatids appears with two centromeres, which is called dicentric. It is an unstable aberration, lethal to the cell, not passed on to the progeny. Radiation induces breaks in each arm of a single chromatid at the early part of the cell cycle. The breaks may rejoin and form ring and fragments. During the synthesis, it gets replicated and appears as overlapping rings and acentric fragment without a centromere. One can appreciate the diagram. A represents a dicentric, B represents a ring formation, C anaphase bridge, D symmetric translocation, E small interstitial deletion. So now we pass on to cell survival curve, which is very important to understand the radiation effect. Radiation exposure creates two types of population, namely dead cells, surviving cells. Dead cells are loss of reproductive integrity. Survived cells is due to retain its reproductive capacity. These cells can produce colony and hence said to be collagenic cells. Cells may die in two ways: mitotic death, apoptosis. The relation between the radiation dose and the number of surviving cells that form colonies can be plotted in a curve known as survival curve. The survival curve is a measure of reproductive death. The fraction of surviving curves are normalized by the fraction of cells that survive with no radiation exposure. The surviving fraction is given by the relation surviving fraction equal to colonies counted divided by cells seeded into plating efficiency divided by 100. Where the plating efficiency is equal to number of colonies counted divided by number of cells seeded into 100. It is expressed in terms of percentage. The figure shows the survival curve between dose and surviving fraction. the dose in x-axis and surveying fraction is y-axis. The A picture is having both linear scale. B is in semi-logarithmic scale. Dose is in a linear scale. Surveying fraction is in a logarithmic scale. You can able to appreciate the curve is linear at low doses. At high doses, actually, it is exponential. Coming to the biological effect of radiation. Biological effect of radiation generally divide as stochastic and deterministic effect. A stochastic effect is one in which the probability of effect occurring increases with the dose rather than its severity. For example, induction of cancer is a stochastic effect. A radiation dose of 5 gray has more probability to induce cancer than 1 gray, even though the severity is same in both cases. Thank you.